Greetings and salutations, universe. This is Krita, and this is Feed the Beast Interactions. In the last episode, we got together a bending machine and a wire mill. Between the episodes, I got together a lathe and a polarizer. Because these things will save me all sorts of resources, and I was thinking that that is probably the most critical aspect to our plans, shall we say. I also got to making a sky base. We'll look at that momentarily. Let's first update the Infernal Furnace. I took down the bellows, and they are necessary for the machine vent, which I believe goes on top. And we're not going to need this silly little ramp anymore momentarily. First, we need to replace the center bars with a machine controller. And I think the two input output, we can probably just one on one side, right? We can look at it, input on the left, output on the right. I'm okay with that. It probably works both ways, but I'm not going to attempt it. So let's see, what number is this on? There is lava in there, so we have to be tricky and careful. There we go. Input, output, and then we just get up here. I kind of like all these machines together. I get to kind of jump and try and figure out my fun way up. Definitely adds to it somehow. But this jump's a little bit tricky. Let's see if we can. Oh, all right. Parkouring in the base, super fun. Probably gonna have to get more machines, and as compactness increases, the ease of which that is accomplished diminishes severely. Then I think we just place the machine vent, in the center up here? Does it work? Blueprint not found. None. Right click. Structure found. Hellfire Forge. Awesome. Does that mean we completed that questy quest? Let's take a look. Right? Where is it? Hellfire Forge. I totally did it. Yoo-hoo! Switch it, upgrade it. Why not? What was required for it? A mind like a steel trap. Welcome. Vanilla, chocolate. Okay. A mind. I did that one. Integrated logic circuit. Does it not think that we completed this? Really? That's awkward. I'll complete that later. It's not a big concern. Probably when we break this down, we'll see this complete. But now we are able to have a little less of the trouble materials in the form of, not trouble materials. We don't have to worry about the Thaumcraft ickiness. Let's go with that odd way of saying it. Instead, we can focus on just putting in the charcoal covered iron in the form of crude steel ingot. We take that, and now we put it in the side right there, and then it operates, I believe, on its own. Input missing item. Well, it's in there. Did it already happen? Steel! Yeah, that's easy peasy. Excellent. We don't have to worry about that at all anymore. Steel is no problem. And I don't think this produces any environmental nastiness. Brilliant. That means we can bring down these two guys and grab all this slag. Slag will be useful at some point, but for right now we can just sort of shove it in a chest and not think about it too much. So let's take a really quick look at what these machines do, right? We know this guy makes plates along with some other things using different program circuits. The wire mill makes wire, funny enough. But the lathe is different. The lathe, we put in one ingot, and it's going to make rods. When we make rods ourselves, it only makes one, right? Because we need to file it down to a rod. But when we put it in here, it gives us two. And the polarizer Normally, we would have to take like an iron rod and we'd have to polarize it, iron rod. To make a magnetic iron rod, it takes these 4 redstone here. A lathe just takes energy. That's it. Wait, no, not a lathe. Polarizer. Just takes the rod and boom, it's done. But we can't ionize the tin because it's not magnetic, or potentially magnetic. But we can saw it in half. We'll have another way of making these bolts later with a cutting machine, but right now we don't have that. But the lathe can then, we toss in the bolts, and it makes screws at half the cost of normal screws. So we've effectively got screws down. Normally it would take 1 ingot, now 1 ingot gives us 4 screws. Sweet. Now things like fans and the like are a lot cheaper because those tin screw was necessary to make these fan rotors, right? Tin screw, tin plate, tin ring. The tin ring we can also get eventually once we have an extruder, but for right now, 1 rod for 1 ring, that's no big deal. We'll be able to start outputting these steam turbines much easier and much, much cheaper. All right, back to slightly magical things. If I use this teleporter, which we have borrowed from the home base over there, we'll be able to make more soon, and I shift, we are now in what I'm going to call the Magical Olympus. In Magical Olympus, or Olympus for short, right, it looks very Greek. Right here we have a spot so I can easily grow trees. Nice little peaceful spot. Maybe we'll put some leaves and whatnot, make it look pretty. We have porcelain bricks, so if we have a builder's one, we'll be able to jump and just right click on each corner and it will place all of the porcelain bricks we need, and these daisies turn it into astral marble. And that astral marble is what I built this all with. It also has our noisy sheep, so they're way up here, far away from our base down there, and it is fantastic. I did prepare all of the things necessary for this. The thaumium is a little bit tricky. You just have to figure out what components to toss in with a steel at the moment. Soon we'll be tossing in blue steel, and after that we'll be tossing in stainless steel for 4 or 2 times the amount. But right now we have steel. I've been using the Vis shroom, I believe it's called. The Vis shroom has a bunch of other stuff, but it's easily duplicatable with our plant balls. So it makes a little bit of dirtiness in the atmosphere, but whatever. And the earth is just dirt. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Where, oh where, is our resonating wand? We made that last episode, I believe. There it is. And I just right click on that, and now it's shining, shiny, shiny. And because we're so high up, this thing actually works. Takes a little bit of time. It's still thinking about it. How are you all doing? I'm happy to say that I got another subscriber yesterday. I know that for many, that's no big deal, but I'm new, and it matters. So thank you. There we go. It appears, and now the entire thing has turned into the Starlight crafting altar. But now it won't work unless it's in the proper altar, which we've pre-built. This is it. It needs these chiseled things, marble, blah, blah, blah. You can Google it, no big deal. We are just going to slap that down, and now it works. Perfect. It has to be right there. It's very specific. I built around it to make it look nicer, particularly on the map. I didn't want it showing up as this big thing. I'm probably going to cover the marble maker as well, but for right now, it'll do just fine. And here, we have prepared a few little goodies. If I take this aquamarine and look at what we can make with it, well, we can make a bunch. What can we make in the Starlight system? We can make an astral chicken. And the astral chicken is going to give us astral enriched eggs, which is going to be critical for easy making of Starlight. I'm hyper excited because when we put this starlight in a chemical bath, we can make dense ore, as discussed last episode. I think that's the next machine we really want, because that will give us so much resources. So let's slap this chicken in here. Yoink. Slap it with a wand. Oh. And it's going to think for a little bit. Whew. Yes, indeed. Isn't this pretty up here? I think it's gorgeous. And while that continues to think, I also made this little drop spot right here. This drops us in the perfect spot to land on the conveyor belt down here and pop into our base right next to the teleporter. And we can see that the chicken, the astral chicken, is here. Yes. Oh, we have some quests to look into. Let's take a look at what we've gotten. We have constellation paper and some sooty marble. Cool. That would have helped to build this. This gives us a straw and some fluid conduits. Excellent. We just got the constellation paper from the other thing, and that gives us a potion flask of flight. Not so shabby. What else can we accept? We made a hopper for the Hellfire Forge. Do we still have something to accept here? We do. Yes, we made a thaumium ingot. And that is what we got. Did I get too much? No, I didn't. So we can go down to the base again, and I'm going to get started on making these astral chickens into something a little bit more useful, because right now he's a 1-1-1. Pretty useless. But we can put away our magical stuff and some other stuff and just sort of shove it into a chest for me to sort later. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Going back and looking at the chicken stuff, you can see the wall is slowly growing. Oh, that's not what I want. Put you in here. We're gonna mate him with a smart chicken, and we'll see what comes out. I'm not going to have this one have seeds in it. I'm just gonna have it make extra chickens so that we can find the one astral chicken and start them breeding proper. Man, I really wish we had a time in the bottle, but that is soon because we still need to find it. I want to figure out something a little bit nicer to eat. Specifically, with a hamburger, we can make a cheeseburger, deluxe cheeseburger, delighted meal. Delighted meals are amazing. Look at that. They have dairy, fruit, grain, protein, and vegetables. So that means they cover every single one of your bases, which doesn't make a lick of sense to me. And they're pretty easy to make. The only issue is not milk, cheese. We need easy to make cheese, and for that we either need to do it in a wooden basin, and I tested this, it sucks. I don't want to. So what we do want to do is make a mixer, and just with some salt we can make lots of cheese. It's the one thing that we're really lacking right now, along with probably a refrigerator for the smoothies, because what we're making is delighted meals. And the cheeseburger, we know how to get that, right? It's just some lettuce and whatnot. But we need smoothies. I'm probably going to go with kiwi fruit smoothies, because that's delicious, but that requires snowballs. I'm not into that, right? But we did get a freezer upgrade. Or a refrigerator upgrade? I don't know. There was an upgrade. It's amazing. It was in cooking. That's it. Right? There's so much stuff in this. It is the ice unit. Provides snow and ice for recipes. So the iron door is no problem. Just made one of those. Now we just need the fridge. Perfect. And let's take a look at the ice unit. It actually comes from a quest, and all we need to do is hit that check mark. Never let your boilers run dry. Putting water in a dry hot boiler. Yeah, we know that, but we didn't do it until we did the fridge. So now we will be able to make smoothies. Just sort of tuck that back there. We'll make a proper fridge at some point. Now, if we look here, I can make like an apple smoothie. Boom. Because that fridge upgrade provides the snowballs, and now we have smoothies. Hey, nifty. These tips are amazing here because they provide you all the information you need. Let's take a look at how the chicken is doing, right? We should have Here's a chicken, right? We got the chickens, not a problem. I'll now reduce that back down, and we should have the necessary amount of seeds somewhere. If not, I'll just make some out of the wheat and put the 6 back in there. Excellent. Now we have a few extras of them. And we'll be able to have this farm give us all we need. Cool thing about hazelnuts, I don't know if this is intentional, but it drops the placeable versions. So then we can just place that. So making our own hazelnut trees. It's very interesting. I'm not sure if it's intentional, but I'll definitely accept it. Hazelnuts are pretty darn useful. You can make, you know, little trail mixes, but more importantly, I thought they were useful. Maybe they're not useful. That makes me a little bit sad. Well, no matter. Today we learned. Toss those in there. Mildly useless little things. Alright. Now, it's for a mixer. Do we want a mixer though, right? Because for the milk, we really want a cow in a jar, which is a hilarious concept. We need infused wood planks and structural glass. That takes steel in an alloy smelter along with reinforced. Oh, we'll do that in between episodes. We don't need a cow in the jar this very instant. But let's take a look at how we're doing. Whereabouts are we? Struggling with power, but it ain't one. So we just did a Hellfire Forge, which means we made one machine controller for that. But this wants us to stack 3 coke ovens on each other to be able to power a large bronze boiler. That might be really useful. What do we need for a tree beacon? Mineral leaves, great oak, glass lens. That looks pretty possible. Let's get the things together for that, and I'll be right back. Mineral leaves, not a problem. Then we just get to do the fun jumping between the bases. I'm really liking this. This whole concept of like just teleporting around little mini bases. It's so much fun. It is wonderful. Let us put in the aquamarine surrounded by some glass panes, and that should make that fella. Get out the resonating wand once again, slap that. In the meantime, we can get together a bucket of liquid starlight. Remember, that does slow you, so, you know, keep it in mind. And then we can take the mineral leaves, place that in there, slap it again with a resonating wand. And the starlight, make sure you have access to the stars. It now gives us a tree beacon. The tree beacon is a surprisingly fantastic little fella. It's going to provide us with all of the logs we're going to need for a long time. But first, we'll need to set that fellow up. And I'd really like to be able to hook it up immediately to a barrel. Right? Iron screws, a chest. Looks okay. And there we go. A barrel. Perfect. I'd like to get another one, please. Thank you. Always make more. And I believe that gives us a quest reward in the form of a void upgrade. Brilliant. Let's take a look at what we can get from these. It's going to, I think one of the better ones to plant would probably be a mineral tree, because these drop all sorts of little useful things. But we'll see as we go. For starters, we might, let's see, that gave us a little grabber, advanced item collector. Let's just plonk that onto a chest, and let's have it be a reasonable chest. What will do? What will we do? We have more of these, so we might as well make a upgraded chest. There we go. Just need more logs. We have it in our inventory. This whole crafting stuff is getting slightly tiresome. I need to get our logistics system set up soon, but I think we're still a little bit out from that. Place you down, slap that on. Do we have gold plates aplenty, or are we doing gold, this run right now? We're going to do this fella for right now. Teleport up here. I'm not sure we're going to be able to build it here, so let's find a good spot for it. Have we made enough marble for right now? I feel we have. So I'm going to put these in here, and we're going to turn this into a little farm. What do you get when you use black wool? You get white fluffy clouds. I don't know. Don't ask me. It just works that way. And remember, vein mining things can be tricky, so bear that in mind when you do pretty much anything. And we're gonna move on with that. My poor platform. So we'll expand on this in between episodes. I just want to get the proof of concept down. I believe it just has to be close, and when we grow this plant, it turns into like this glowing mystical thingamabobber. And then we place down the chest we want, wherever it may be. Wherever it is, there it is. We're going to place down the chest we want and slap an item collector on it. And occasionally, this is going to spit out products that we'll be able to use. Specifically, wood. And here we can see this item collector is grabbing items as they drop. You just saw one over here, and boom, there they are. Mineral berries, not super useful, but that's okay. Mineral saplings, you know, there's a few little weird uses for it. But the mineral logs, heck yes. I think they also will occasionally give us crystallized mineral. But we have a lot of options with the mineral wood. We can either make mineral resin in a squeezer. We can make charcoal in a coke oven, which we're definitely going to do. And a whole bunch of other things. We can extract mineral crystals, centrifuge that into really useful stuff. So mineral's probably one of the better options. And to see what happens if we want to, let's say, move it, we just break it and the tree comes back. Of course, we now are required to break the tree so that we can do it, because if we place this afterwards, the tree needs to grow with the tree beacon nearby. Beautiful. Pop that. There we go. And just break the trees, because it's important to be polite to your trees. We're definitely going to expand that a little bit. And the tree beacon was so easy to make, I'll probably make a few of them. I think that'd be good. Where, oh where did the saplings go? There, oh there they are. Shift, shifty, shift, shift. And there we go. That's going to provide us all sorts of goodies. Now, some might be wondering, why am I doing this way up here when I could be doing it down here? Well, there's a fun answer to that. You don't think I'm going to let this go to waste. No, no, no. I'm going to set up a system where it sneakily drops it down, and another system will catch it below. Uh-oh. Well, I want it to go down here anyway. We're going to probably have to set up another spot for this big boiler. Maybe. We'll see. This is starting to get crowded in here. In any case, wherever we put it, it's probably going to go to a hopper, and it's going to go directly into a coal system, or a coke system. That's going to turn into charcoal, and because we're going to have that 3-stack system, it's going to go from charcoal into coal coke, as we can see here, coal coke. It'll effectively double the usefulness of the charcoal and make a ton of creosote. And I believe we'll go into that more in a further episode. Let's take a look now. I think we really want to make a mixer. What does that require? Let's see how easy this is now, right? We already have a few circuits. Tin rotor, boom, you know, little fan blade, whatever, doohickey. And the machine case, easy peasy. There we go. Basic mixer. Because we really want to make a few things of cheese. We don't need the polarizer all the time, so we'll just put that to the side, maybe even right here. Mixer right here, get a cable. Yes, yes, very good. Red cable, no, not red, that'll go kaboomers. Make sure you're watching out for your voltage and amperage. These guys produce 1 amp, so we're good. And now this has energy. Awesome. Let me go get some milk, and we'll make some cheese. Hello, cows. I need your milk, please. And behold, milk in here. Right click with the cheese, or with the salt, and now we are making cheese. And with cheese, we can make cheeseburgers. With cheeseburgers, we can make deluxe cheeseburgers. And with deluxe cheeseburgers, we can make delighted meals. Oh, they're one of my favorite things in here. Boom, 10 cheese. Awesome. Teleport back here, run over here, put the cheese in there, sort by there, cheeseburger, boom, there we go. Now, deluxe cheeseburger, boom, yes. And all we need is some fries with salt, yep, and smoothie. Salt is so easy, just woven cloth with water, boom, ton of salt, heck yes. Now that I think we have everything, right? We can come over here, make some fries. Here we go. 15 fries, boom. And then, delighted meal. 10 of them. Nom 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 nom. Woo! Alright, in this episode, we got together some amazing Astral Sorcery stuff. We set up a tree beacon. We got the Hellfire oven, and we have gotten food under control. Yes. Have a good day.